Okay, this artifact is the digital empowerment course that we recently built, and the entire course is set up around the ISTE Citizen Standard. If we go into the modules, you'll see this. So as we go to course objectives, you'll see that we have all 4 of the indicators of the ISTE Citizen Standard that are listed here, learning objectives for teachers, and each of the indicators is its own module within the course. So you can see we've got promoting positive interactions, and in this case, here's the overview for this module. Here is the indicator itself: create experiences for learners to make positive, socially responsible contributions and exhibit empathetic behavior online that build relationships and community. Then we've got some helps for the teacher, because our students are teachers in this case, and so they're learning about this topic and how to best teach their students with it. So you can see we've got respectful online behavior. As we go on, building community using social media. And then we've got a collaborative activity in each of the modules, because the teachers will have to create their own. So this is an idea that they could use. This is using ThingLink. And then we've got some lesson plans from Be Internet Awesome from Google. We've got some from Common Sense Media, depending on what grade they teach. And then we've got a thing on cyberbullying. And then at the end of the module, there's a reflection in which they will share one resource or collaborative activity that they plan on using with their students that meets the ISTE Citizen Standard 3A, and then they explain how they're going to use it. So that's a look at the first indicator in there. The second one is on digital literacy and media fluency. And in this one, you can see, again, this is framed around 3B, which is establish the learning culture that promotes curiosity and critical examination of online resources and fosters digital literacy and media fluency. And so in this case, we are using the Educator Toolkit from Common Sense Media. And this is really broken down by grade level. And they have things like what's fact versus opinion, fake news, what's newsworthy, know your zone, copyrights and wrong. You can see lots of great things here for teachers. There are all sorts of wonderful resources for them. And then we have a collaborative activity, which is using Adobe, where they would design their, using one of the Adobe tools. They're going to work with a partner and evaluate if an online source is credible. That's the activity. And then they have their some articles on digital literacy and video. And then again, you've got your reflection at the end, where they're going to share a resource or a collaborative activity and how it meets the standard. All right, so the third one is on protection of intellectual rights and property. So we've got a thing on what that is, what's fair use, copyright review, more copyright. Then we get into Creative Commons, how they can share stuff. And then at the end of the module again, there is the reflection, in which they will share a resource or their collaborative activity on protecting intellectual property. And then finally, the last one that we have is actively managing data and digital identity. And so you can see here, it's framed around the indicator 3D, model and promote management of personal data and digital identity and student data privacy. And this whole module is set up much like the other ones, with information, with videos, with links out to stuff. And then in the end, they fill out the reflection. But what they turn in at the end of the course is they're going to make a hyperdoc that has 2 curated resources and 1 collaborative activity for each indicator of the ISTE standard. And so you can see that not only is this course framed around the ISTE Citizen Standard, but the teachers will end up creating something that they can use with their students and really help them meet the ISTE standard of being a good digital citizen.